Hello and welcome to this video. In this sequence we're going to be working towards Bird of Paradise. You will need 2 blocks and a strap for this video, and then when you're ready, lie down on your mat. So as we lie down, keep the knees bent and take the feet onto the edges of the mat, and then allow the knees to touch in the center. And let's bring your hands onto the belly. One hand just below the belly button, one hand just above the belly button. And then as you take a moment to get comfortable, close down the eyes or soften the gaze to the tip of the nose. And then we'll just take a moment here to settle in. Connecting to the breath. As we inhale, breathe in through the nose. On the exhale, breathe out through the nose. Inhaling, exhaling, slowing the breath down, and begin to notice on the in-breath how the belly and the chest start to expand, and then on the exhale, that softening feeling, the contraction. A couple more rounds of this style of breathing. And then after your next exhale, blinking the eyes open if the eyes are closed, heel toe the feet into the center, begin to bring the knees all the way up towards the chest, holding onto your knees or shins, and just create some circles around the lower back here. Circle one way, and then change direction and go the opposite way. And then bring the legs back into the center, keeping the right knee in towards the chest. Begin to extend the left leg out in front of you, holding onto the right knee. Again, just create some circles here. Going one way, change the direction, go the opposite way. And then bring that knee back into the center. Send the leg slightly out towards the right, so it's sitting past the rib cage. Now we're lifting up into half happy baby pose here. So options here, begin to extend that bottom part of the leg and grabbing hold of the outside of the foot. If you can't quite reach the foot, we can hold on to the ankle, we can bring the arm around the back of the knee and then take the opposite hand and pull the leg in. So we want to start by creating just a little bit of tension into this right hip here, aiming for round about a 90-degree bend in this right side. Now keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Keep that breath flowing so we're not holding the breath here. Inhaling, exhaling, and again, inhale, exhale. One more here, inhaling, exhale. And then slowly bring that heel down towards the glute. Bring the leg back into the center of the chest. Slowly begin to lift up through the right leg. So coming into a hamstring stretch here. Now you can use your strap here, or we're holding behind the back of the calf, back of the ankle, or first 2 fingers around the big toe. Or you've got the option here to hold onto your strap as well. Starting to open out the back of the knee. Again, keep the breath flowing, don't go too far. We don't want the leg to be shaking, but we want to create some tension here in the back of the hamstring. So inhaling, exhaling. Go as far as your body will allow. Last breath here. And then gently bring that right heel down towards the glute, bring the knee back to the center, lift the left knee up to meet it, And then extend the right leg all the way out towards the front of the mat. And then again, bring that left knee in. So everything we did on the right side, we do the left. So roll the knee around first, create some circles. Bring the leg back into the center. Gently guide it out towards the left side, just hitting past the rib cage. Same again, options, either hold onto the outside of your foot, hold the ankle, or bring the arm behind the back of the knee, taking the opposite arm to pull that knee in, creating round about a 90-degree bend in this knee. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Breathe. And then slowly bringing that left heel down towards the glute. Bring the knee in towards the center. Slowly begin to lift up through the left leg. Take the strap if you need it. Take your hands either behind the calf, the ankle, or the first two fingers around the big toe. Gently guide the leg closer in, working to straighten out the back of the knee. So this is your version of a straight leg here. Keep that breath flowing, inhaling, exhaling, starting to lengthen out the hamstrings. One more. And then slowly bring that left heel down towards the glute, bring the knee into the center, and then bring the right knee in all the way. Just a couple of circles around the low back here. Go one way, and then change direction and go the opposite way. Now bring your hands underneath the knees, come into a rocking position, rock up and down on the spine, eventually rolling all the way up. Cross the ankles, hands out in front of you, and just come into an all fours position. So press the floor away from you. We'll just go through a couple of cat-cows here. So inhaling, drop the belly down, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round through the spine, chin into chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to a neutral spine. Curl the toes under, push your hips all the way back, and come into downward facing dog. So press high in towards the hips, lengthening through the spine. Keep the legs strong and engaged here. Breathe, shoulders relaxed, away from the ears. Now bend the knees, look forwards, and step the feet to the outsides of your hands, sitting just gently onto the edges of the mat and sitting down into Malasana. So yogi squat here, pressing the palms together, elbows on the insides of the knees. If this is uncomfortable here, or you need to take your feet a little bit wider, or if you want to sit on a couple of blocks here, you can. So we can sit down onto a couple of blocks as we settle into this position. And then wherever you are, bring your hands down onto the mat. Slowly begin to lift the hips up, and then gently walk the feet back into the center. Now, if you have got blocks, take your blocks back out to the side. Step the feet all the way back, coming into your plank position. Drop to the knees if we need to, or come forwards onto the toes. Bend the elbows, lower down, chest, chin. Inhale, draw the heart forwards, coming into cobra. Exhale, all the way back, downward facing dog. So again, pressing into the upper part of the thighs, spine is long, pressing all four corners of the hands in towards the mat. Breathe. And then we're going to lift up through the right leg. Bend the knee, press the foot over to the left side. So really lengthening out through the right side of the body. Breathe. Bring that knee back into the center. Slowly begin to create some big circles with that right knee. Go one way. Change the direction. Go the opposite way. And then begin to lengthen out your right leg all the way out behind you. Three-legged dog. Take a breath in. On the exhale, step your right foot forward on the outside of your right hand on the edge of the mat. Lizard pose. Drop the left knee down onto the floor. Inhale, send the gaze forwards. Breathe. Now take a breath in. As you exhale, push your hips back, lift the toes up. Half hamstring stretch here, half splits. Inhale, come forwards. So take a breath in, open out through the chest. And then on the exhale, push your hips back, hamstring stretch, half splits. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, come back. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, all the way back. Inhale, come all the way forwards now. Inhale, and then begin to lift up through the right arm, coming into a twist. So opening out through the right side of the body. And then we're going, curl the back toes under, lift that back leg up. Take a breath in. And then on the exhale, reach back, coming onto the outside of your left foot. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Bring that right hand down, back onto the mat, and then step the right leg back. Lower down, so bring the weight forward, chaturanga. Lower chest, chin, always option to drop the knees on the mat here. Inhale, draw the chest forwards, upward facing dog. Exhale, all the way back, downward facing dog. So we go to the left side. Inhale, left leg, bend the knee, press the foot over to the right side. Lengthening through the left side of the body. And then bring the knee back into the center, create some big circles. Roll the knee all the way around, big circles. Go one way. Change the direction, go the other way. And then three-legged dog, lengthen left leg all the way behind you. Take a breath in. On the exhale, bring the weight forward. Step the left foot on the outside of your left hand and drop down onto the knee. Lizard pose. Inhale, lengthen, draw the chest forwards. And then on the exhale, push your hips back, lift the toes up, hamstring stretch. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, push it all the way back. Inhale, come forwards. Last one. Exhale, push it all the way back. Inhale, come forwards. Take a moment here. And then we lift up the left arm, inhaling as we go. A little twist here, open the chest out towards the left side. And then curl the back toes under, lift up through that right knee. And then take another breath in. And then gently twisting, lengthening through the side, reaching towards the back of the mat, coming onto the edge of your right foot. Inhale, lift back up. Left hand comes down. And then step the left leg back. Go through your vinyasa, lower down, chest, chin. Inhale, draw the heart forwards, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Coming back into the breath. Big breath in. Long, slow breath out. Now this time, inhale, lift up through the right leg. We bend the knee, press the foot over towards the left side. We come back into the center, extend the leg out behind you, three-legged dog. On the exhale, step your right foot forward and come down into your lizard pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift the back knee, twist, reaching all the way up. See if you can send your right arm all the way back, creating some opening through the chest. On the exhale, bring the right knee hand down towards the mat. We heel toe the right foot into the center. Gently sit, bring the left knee down onto the mat. So low lunge position. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Coming into your low lunge, reach towards the ceiling. Open out through the chest, maybe lean back. On the exhale, bring yourself back into the center. Curl the toes under. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ears, strong in that back leg. Take a breath in. On the exhale, sweep the arms towards the back edge of the mat. Gently begin to lean forwards. Take a breath in here and begin to pick that back leg up. Strong in your standing leg, tip the hips down towards the mat, toes pointing the mat. And then from here, gently begin to bring your right arm forwards, drop the left foot down and open out. Warrior two. Warrior two, front heel is in line with the back arch of your foot. Front knee sits over front ankle. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. It's like you're reaching towards the front and the back. Breathe. Take another breath in. As we exhale, extended side angle. So either elbow on the knee or bring the hand down onto the inside. Send the left arm over the head to start off with. Chin is up towards the armpit area and your gaze is towards the palm of your hand. Breathe. Take another breath and then gently turn the thumb down. Send the arm behind the back and either palm faces out here. If you've got the range, gently creep the hand around towards that right hip crease. Use this as your own assist. Gently pull the left shoulder back. Turn the gaze towards the left shoulder. Inhaling. Exhaling, begin to straighten out your front leg and come into triangle, a binded triangle. Now we will work, as this progresses, we'll work to the full bind here, but for the purpose of this video, we'll stay in a half bind. So keep rotating the chest up towards the ceiling. Keep the gaze towards the shoulder. And then begin to extend your left arm all the way up and coming into your full version of triangle. Take a breath in. On the exhale, left hand comes down. Rebend into that front leg. Drop the knee down, uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift the arms up and overhead. Exhale, place your hands down onto that knee. Press the knee away. Lean back. Breathe. On the exhale, gently come forwards, curl the back toes under and step that leg back. Lower down. Inhale, draw the heart forwards. Exhale, all the way back, downward facing dog. Now options here before we go into the other side. You can either stay in downward dog or you can drop into child's pose for a moment. As we just take a couple of breaths, maybe we pedal it out on the spot. Bending one leg, lengthening the other. And then if you are in child's pose, lift back up into your downward dog. And then we do the other side. So we inhale, lift the left leg, bend the knee, press the foot over towards the right side. And then gently bring that leg back into the center. Extend the left leg all the way behind you, three-legged dog. On the exhale, step the left foot forwards, drop down on towards your right knee. Inhale, lift and open out through the chest. Reach that left arm back, really finding that expansion through the chest. And then on the exhale, left hand comes down, heel toe, your left foot into the center, low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And again, try and keep that front knee over your front ankle. Lean back if you can. If that's not accessible, just stay neutral. On the exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot, curl the back toes under, and then lift all the way up, high lunge. Nice and strong in that back leg. Front knee over the front ankle. Take a breath in. On the exhale, sweep the arms all the way behind you. Reach back into that variation of your high lunge. Take another breath and then begin to power up through your left leg. Warrior three. So strong in your standing leg, tipping the hip bones down towards the mat, toes pointing down towards the mat. Take a breath in, bring the left arm forwards, begin to drop that right foot down and open out. Warrior two. So warrior two, front heel in line with the back arch, front knee over front ankle, shoulders relaxed away from the ears, making sure that you're reaching towards the front, you're reaching towards the back, and breathe. Now take a breath in here. As we exhale, extended side angle. So either elbow down onto the knee or hand down onto the inside. Send the right arm over the head. Chin towards the armpit. Keep the arm nice and straight. Send the gaze up towards the palm of the hand. Breathe. So you've got one straight line from the fingertips down to the edge of that back foot. Take a breath in. On the exhale, work into that half bind. So we turn the thumb down, rotate through the shoulder, send the arm behind the back. And again, we're working towards that hip crease. Open out through the chest. Dialing the chest open, actively drawing back that right shoulder. Now this is where we start in this video, and then as you progress, you then go into that full bind. So we inhale here, we exhale, stay in the bind, straighten out the front leg, and we come into triangle. And again, if you're in that full bind variation, you're staying with your triangle pose. Keep actively drawing the right shoulder back. Take a breath in, and then on the exhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling triangle. One more breath here. On the exhale, bring the right hand down, frame the front foot, drop the right knee down onto the mat, bending towards the left knee. Inhale, low lunge, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands down on the knee, press away, lean back. Breathe. Exhale. Slowly come forward, curl the back toes under, step, left leg back, lower down, chest chin. Inhale, draw the heart forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, just take a few moments here, breathe. Pedal it out on the spot, bending one leg, lengthening the other. And then from here, bend the knees, look between your hands, Step or jump to the outsides of your hands, coming and sitting back down into Malasana. So the yogi squat. Press the elbows into the inside of the knees, palms together. Sit up nice and tall. Breathing. Just noticing how this feels compared to when we started this video. And then bringing your hands down in front of you, slowly begin to lift the hips up. Heel toe the feet into the center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in deep here. Inhale, circle the arms all the way around. Palms come together, look to the thumbs. Exhale, hands down at the side of you. So coming into your bird of paradise now, you're going to take 2 blocks. So stack the blocks on top of each other. Then you've got the strap here, which you might want to use the strap, you might not. So we start, so left foot is going to be your standing leg, and then you're going to start with your right leg. So bring the right foot on towards the blocks. We're going to, from here, gently bend all the way down, and then we want to take that half bind to begin with. So hold the strap, if you're using a strap, in your left hand. Turn the thumb down, take it all the way behind the back. So palm faces out. We want to bend all the way down, send the right arm underneath, and we're bringing it underneath the knee. Rotate the right arm behind, and then we catch hold of the left hand. So you've either got the strap, or you're holding the left hand, or maybe as you progress, you're holding onto the wrist. Now we slowly begin to stand up. So come all the way up onto the toes, lean the weight in towards the left leg, keep your right leg bent before you stand up nice and tall. When you're stood up tall, that's the time then to extend that leg out. Breathe. Don't try and extend the leg out when you're standing up. Get up straight first and then extend the leg out. Slowly rebend the knee. Bend in towards the left leg. Bring the foot down and release the bind. And then step your leg back together. Okay, we'll do the other side. So move the blocks over. So starting, so right foot is on the mat. You're going to bring your left foot onto the block. Same again, we hold the strap if we're using the strap in the right hand. We slowly begin to bend down, rotate the right arm behind the back. So palm faces out, bend down enough to take the left arm underneath through the knee, rotate the arm as we go. Either hold onto the strap or the block. Begin to stand up, coming onto the toes first, and then stand up. Once you're in that strong standing position, then kick the leg away. Breathe. Exhale. Slowly come down. Release the bind. Place the strap. Bring the feet back down. Place the blocks out to the side. Stand all the way up. Inhale. Reach the arms up and over. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine here. Exhale, fold in deep. Stay here. Let your body go. Hold on to the forearms. Breathe. Let your hands come down onto the mat. Step both feet back. And go through one more vinyasa. Bring the weight forward. Bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, draw the chest forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the front of the mat. Slowly sit down. We're going to lie down all the way onto your backs. Bring the knees in. Hold on to the knees or the shins and begin to create some circles again around the lower back. Go one way. Go the other way. And then eventually bringing the feet down onto the floor. And then there's nothing else to do except for take rest. Extend the legs, Shavasana. Let the feet be in the corners of your mat. Arms away from you. Close your eyes.